This is the 2026 Honda HR-V. Did Honda make the right changes? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're at Holmes Honda for our first look at the slightly refreshed 2026 HR-V. If you want to know more about this particular model, this is the EXL trim level we're going to see in the video today. Check out the link down in the description of the video. Now this model comes with an exterior color of crystal black and a black interior, but if you go sport, you can go with boost blue. That's a first for the HR-V, only available on the sport trim level. Lunar silver metallic is going to be replaced by solar reflection metallic. And you'll notice the new wheels. We've gone from 17-inch wheels to 18-inch wheels. These are the 18-inch wheels on this model. You're going to continue to see front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive available across all trim levels, LED headlights, and LED daytime running lights. And on every trim level, something standard that's not new, but it's worth mentioning for those who are maybe looking at the HR-V for the first time. That's going to be Honda Sensing, adaptive cruise control, road departure mitigation, lane keeping assist, collision mitigation, and traffic jam assist. As far as the side view mirrors go, I wish I could say they had offered the power folding functionality, but not as of 2026. But you will still have the ability to fold them manually. Turn signal indicators built in. They're heated, they're power adjustable, and you'll have your blind spot monitoring or blind spot information system built in right there. And the remote right here, it's a proximity key. You have the walk away feature, and you have lock, unlock, remote start, and we can hit the panic button right there if needed. LED taillights will finish things off here, and something else that's going to be new is the rear privacy glass is darker now. That's going to make it harder for people to see into the interior if you have any items in there that you want to keep nice and safe and hopefully out of view. And if you say, Tom, I want urban gray metallic on my HR-V EXL, you can now do that. That is another change for 2026. As far as the wheel design change goes, or the upgrade in size, you're going to have the 18-inch wheels. That's going to fill out more of the fender well and allow for a little bit of a lower profile tire. That's going to help with handling and improved braking. The 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder will continue to be the singular engine offering for the HR-V. 158 horsepower and 138 pounds-feet of torque mated to a CVT or continuously variable transmission. How about your estimated MPGs? We're looking at 26 city, 32 highway, 28 combined, and 3.6 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. You will have a 14-gallon gas tank. Cargo capacity ranges between 24.5 up to 55.1 cubic feet. There will be cargo lighting on each side in the cargo area back here and a 12-volt power outlet. There is a spare tire located underneath the floor right here. Nice to have that for peace of mind. The one thing that I know a lot of people are going to ask about and say, hey Tom, did Honda add the magic rear seats back in where you could fold the seat cushions up like this? Unfortunately not, but I knew somebody was going to ask about that, so I want to make sure I cover that. Keep asking about that. We may see that come, hopefully, in the future. I don't expect a full redesign of the HR-V for another 2 to 3 years. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. For a subcompact crossover, there is no shortage of space in the HR-V. Plenty of room for storage with the rear seat pocket on the passenger seat, large armrest, and door bin. Considering the size of the HR-V, we're going to have that on both doors. The only things missing back here, I have to wonder, when will we maybe see this? It would be nice to see, although the price point is definitely great, but if you could have rear air conditioning vents and USB ports for your rear seat passengers for less than $32,000, that would be a good thing. And we will find the conventional sunroof that will tilt and slide open. And for those of you wondering, well, Tom, how far below $32,000 is the sticker price? It's $31,445. And we'll still have all of our window controls here. Everything for locking and unlocking your windows, your doors, and controlling your side view mirrors. A power seat for the driver, manual seat for the passenger. And we'll find USB ports in the same place right here on each side of the pass-through. And as we take a quick look here, this is your driver's display. No changes where that's concerned, or with the steering wheel. You'll still have everything for your adaptive cruise control right here, and you can go through different settings with the scroll wheel right there. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that, controlling your headlights right here, tail lights, turning that on and off, and your turn signal indicators, front and rear window wipers right here. But let's get into the big changes. The 9-inch screen is now going to be standard across all trim levels. This is the 9-inch screen. It has a different look. Something else that will be standard is wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And you can see that I paired my phone right there. But if you want to charge your phone or just leave it plugged in, guess what? We have that ability with 2 new USB ports right here. There's our wireless charging pad. And we'll still have the same old good, I'd say, because so many people like it more than the push-button style shifter, conventional style shifter. Drive, you're going to have sport right there, sport mode, and L for low. If you go into L in low traction situations, you still have all of your horsepower and torque available, but the vehicle, or the transmission I should say, stays in low gear. You will also have the backup camera right there. We're going to have our 3 different views with the nice bright trajectory lines. Also find the silver surround right here around the shifter area. If I can get into a darker atmosphere, maybe I can show you this next feature as opposed to tell you about it. But we have the ambient illuminated footwell for the driver and the passengers. And speaking of illumination, when you change the temperature, you're going to notice the illumination surrounding the dials right here on both sides with your dual zone climate control. So you can see that, something that's new. And other than that, everything remains the same. You're still going to have your driving mode selector right there. Let's go through our drive modes. We have normal, econ, and snow. And I already showed you that you can go into sport mode right here. You're going to have your hill start assist, power parking brake, and brake hold mode. And there is your center console. Okay, here we go on the test drive. While the HR-V may not be the most powerful Honda you can buy, it is fun to drive. It has a nice sporty feel to it. It handles well, being that it's available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Definitely gives you some nice options. For those of you that need that all-wheel drive traction during the times of the year when you're getting a lot of snow and ice, well, that is definitely something that is nice to have. And something I didn't mention earlier in the video that's going to help out in adjustability as far as the driver's seat goes and the driver's position ultimately is the fact that you have a tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. I don't think I mentioned that earlier in the video. Nothing unusual or nothing new where that's concerned. That's been here for quite a long time with the HR-V, but it is here. It is worth mentioning. So people who are over 6 feet tall, I know I've had some comment on past HR-V videos that I've done and say, I'm over 6 feet tall. I have no trouble fitting in the HR-V. I'm very comfortable, but we could always use some more comments like that for those who are looking for that. But whether you're 6 feet plus or 5 feet or maybe a little bit less, you should be able to adjust everything to where you're nice and comfortable. And something else that I really like here with Honda is that you always have simple to learn and use technology. That just is so nice to always have. No matter what the situation is, you're able to learn what you need to learn. If you have any trouble, you're in the right place for it right here on YouTube. And how about accelerating up to the speed limit? Well, it's not a rocket ship, that's for sure, but it gets down the road just fine. I'm not even quite to half throttle yet, a little bit over quarter throttle to get to where I am. Almost to the speed limit, but I couldn't quite get there with this Kia Soul in front of us. Didn't want to run up on their bumper real hard, but the speed limit on this road is 60 miles an hour, so I'm pretty much where I need to be. Not a big deal. Gets down the road just like it should. Nobody's expecting a hot rod with the HR-V, but it is a very enjoyable vehicle to drive. The ride quality is definitely good. I'm not going to tell you that it's like riding in a Cadillac, but I'm also going to tell you it's not like riding in a tank, no matter the road you're on. Easy to see out of. I like that. You also have all of those great driving aids that I mentioned earlier that make things even better as far as blind spot monitoring and all your Honda sensing features. And easy to operate, gas pedal and brake pedal. Nothing difficult where that's concerned as far as adjusting to it. And You will also find that it will be a very nice experience for those of you that are not looking for a turbocharged engine. While having a turbocharger on this engine would definitely produce more horsepower, I know some people will say, you know what, Tom, I'll forego the horsepower and avoid the turbocharger. And those are the changes to the 2026 Honda HR-V. Did Honda make the right changes? Or maybe I should say the changes you were hoping for. Tell me down in the comments section. I'm always curious to receive your feedback. I would like to say a special thanks to my friends at Holmes Honda for loaning me this HR-V for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That's very helpful to me. If you would, please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And if you haven't subscribed to the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel just yet, please consider doing so. If you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.